notes, so I think I did pretty good.
Oh, okay. With notes. Okay. So when I test you on this in a month, are you going to wish that you wrote it down?
I mean, I think I can memorize the table.
Forever?
I think so.
Okay.
Because it's just -2 to 2. It's just counting. And then you would just do that.
All right, let's do the next one. Y equals -1 squared. What's that? What's -1 times -1? 1. So we have another point at -1, 1 right here. Then we'll do 0. Y equals 0 squared. That's y equals 0. So we have a point at 0, 0. Nathan, what are you doing, man? You're just walking around the classroom doing whatever you want. Well, sit on down. Well, this is right in the way of everybody. So. -1 times -1 is a positive 1. What's that? The chance of that happening twice in 2 weeks is something that your parents need to know and talk about. So that's a good reason to document it. Take it to the deans. Somebody talk about this. Hey, I need to be in the bathroom more than 10 minutes during a 7th period. And it's a frequent problem. Your doctor should probably know about it. Okay. This center point is called the vertex. Go ahead and label it. The middle point, it's a turning point, is called the vertex. All parabolas are symmetrical. So there is an up and down dash line. That's called an axis of symmetry. I believe you guys have heard of that before. You've heard of symmetry. Have you heard of axis of symmetry? This axis of symmetry is x equals 0, while the vertex is 0, 0. Yeah. I'm going over the book right now. I'm not answering that. All right, so everybody open your books to chapter 8.1. Let's go to page 667. This is where this vocabulary is all shown. Am I wrong? No, it's 667. Okay. So here is, let's say you did not draw the parent function. Here it is. Oh, sorry. It's so funny. I put it up here yesterday and I kept thinking, man, Brianna's going to want a book, and I have it up here. So look, vertex, axis of symmetry. If you guys want to fold this corner down, I'll probably be having you define these two words in the future right on this page. You okay?
Yeah.
So let's look at example 1 here. It's graphed for you. What makes this one more complicated than the parent function? Vladimir?
It's down by 3.
It's down. It's also left. It's not at the origin. Look at the equation. More complicated than the parent function.
Do I have time to take my test now or no?
No.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead. It says all you have to do is identify characteristics. Here's the vertex. This is still 667. I'm going to go ahead and draw an axis of symmetry. You should too. If you have a highlighter, feel free. This dashed line through the middle, axis of symmetry. Yeah, it should. Thanks, Gabe. All right, the other important characteristics, Kaylee, the y-intercept in a straight line is very important. That's where you begin. What's the y-intercept in this parabola? Go ahead and label it. You have to know all of these characteristics. The y-intercept is 0, -3. Actually, you know how the last number in the linear equation is the y-intercept? Well, in standard form, the last number of a quadratic equation is a y-intercept in standard form. We're also supposed to figure out x-intercepts, so let's highlight those. There's 2 x-intercepts with parabolas. That would never be the case with straight lines. But parabolas are symmetrical, so it'll go through in 2 places. All right, do you have to be real good with numbers to be able to label a graph? No. Let's say that you struggle with negative signs or you struggle with factors. Does that matter at all when you're mastering this skill? No, this is just vocabulary. So this is stuff that you should really apply yourself and figure out, especially if you tend to struggle with some of the more difficult math. Oh my gosh, look at this. Decreasing, increasing, domain and range. So many characteristics. Starting to get extra here. So you guys remember range is a y value. So the domain is all real numbers. The x's could be anything. But as far as y's go, since it swoops down, turns, and comes up, the y will never be lower than the vertex. So whatever number is in the vertex is a part of the range. You say y is only numbers greater than -4. The function is decreasing, down, until x is -1. And then it turns and it begins increasing when x is more than -1. And I've done all the other stuff. Oh no, positive is above the x-axis. Negative is below the x-axis. So they're asking you to identify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different characteristics of a parabola. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let's look at the assignment. Did I move too quick? Okay. All right, this is going to be available online in just a moment. This is what you wrote down at the Bellworks screen. It's page 673, number 1 through 4. The characteristics you're going to start with is the axis of symmetry, the vertex, the x-intercepts, and the y-intercepts. The graph is done for you. You're identifying the important parts. I'll